Yeah, so this is $30 to $1,000 challenge. I'm going to be posting a screenshot right now. Yeah, currently this is part one. So every part is a week. So account balance 108. We did pretty well this week. Pretty well this week trading gold. Gold was good. Gold was trending. Good market conditions, and we did a lot. So I'm going to be showing you what I saw, what I took, and how you could do the same. All right. So starting off with these two lines, this is just indicates the whole week. So the week started from here, and this was the opening price. This line here, this was the low, and this was the high. All right. So if you watch my last breakdown videos, I talked about some levels that I was expecting to reach. So you could go back check my, I think episode 4 or 5, last episode though. So I was saying it's going to get here before getting to this place, and he respected the first level as market for you. So back to back to the 4 hour. No, not 4 hour one. Yep. So I was trading. What I did was I took the same trade on. I took a paper trade. So the trade I took on my main account. Sorry, this is okay. So the same trade I took on my main account, I took it on a paper trade account. All right, I tried replicating it as much as possible. So I'm going to be pulling up the execution on this, um, on the chart, and then I explain to you what went on, what I saw, and how I was able to grow it to 108, which is basically how many percent? Let's see, 200%, thereabout. So I'm going to put it up right away. Executions. Yep, a lot of trades. I didn't quite like it. It's too much, but I took some multiple trades at the same time, so it wasn't like. So starting from the week, I so down to the 15 minutes. I'm going to be showing you what happened, what I saw, what I took. It's going to be quite long, a little bit, maybe. Just whenever I finish, I finish. So I'm going to delete this. So the week started off from here. So I trade this 5 a.m. for those that are in Nigeria, GMT plus one. 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. But sometimes, sometimes you just, from study and being used to your pay, that okay, there are other opportunities. The way it's presenting itself, I could enter outside those, outside that time range. So Monday came around. I was very. I said gold was going to retrace from last week's news. I said it was going to retrace, but I didn't know it was going to retrace this much. So I took buys. I took buys. I was looking at this level. Broke a few rules. A loss here. The same day. Now this was Monday. On the same day, we had the support right here. Where was that from? I know I had the support line somewhere around. How did I get that? Okay, somewhere around here. Then I thought, okay, maybe because what happens is the market on Mondays are not really my good days, but Mondays, what will happen is on Monday market would retrace down to New York session and then start going up. Sometimes it happens on a Monday, sometimes it happens on a Tuesday. So I took buy here, you can see the entry here, and then I exited just around here. So it was like break even, nothing was there. So I still had a loss from this previous trade. That was for Monday, called it the day it was done. Then on Tuesday, we just since it wants to drop, we just continued the trend. Gave us a very nice opportunity. Simple price action, simple, nothing significant, nothing complex. So I was saying 5 to 9 my time. So took a trade. So he came here, did whatever he wanted to do because he moved so fast to that area. And then broke below the moving average, took my entry. It was a nice trade, took my entry, was just here about here mm, on the $30 account, so it's like risking 13-14%. Then I had an exit because the overall is good. That's the thing about trading counter trend. You have to be very careful because you don't know when it's going to reverse, when it's going to move in direction. You can do it anyhow, either ways. From my experience, so I was looking at this level. So he came here and he gave me this doji. I didn't like the way it was. So closed out. Risk to reward was bad. It was poor, but we made a little profit. Then I came in around 11 and I saw this. When I saw this, I had a trend line um, like this. Yeah. So it did this and it just started. I saw the week. I was like, no, this is not going up. This is going down. So I took this trade. Very nice shot around here. I didn't even wait for moving average cross. I did it on the 5 minutes. I did it on the 5 minutes. Yeah, boy. Yeah, exactly. I did it on the 5 minutes. So I entered just at the close of this candle. So the opening of the next candle, as it closed, I entered. I had my stop around here, which was low. It was good. This was less than 10%. Then I had my exit just around it because I was actually targeting this level. If I had if you draw your field, so that's this house targeting the level. No, what is from? No, no, not it was from this level. Yeah, it was from this level from yesterday's high. So yesterday's not the high. What am I even saying? Okay, wait, let's back up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it was from the body. I'm not confused anybody. I did them for the body. So it's a 10, it's a 10 around. So I had it. So yeah, that's it. So it rejected this area, came back, did something on the 50 level. So here. But this is why I exited. When you have a target, doesn't mean you have to be like, oh, sometimes you have to be observant to watch it. It may or may not get there. It's not a must. The market is always right. But I had this level as my TP, this TP1, then TP2, then TP3. So when we did this, I wasn't bothered when you had this retracement. I was just a below high because this was New York session. New York session just started, so you had to give the opportunity for New York traders to enter. Small move, and then when it was doing all this, it gave me this long week. I was like, oh, I'm exiting. I'm good. I'm good. This was a 1 to 3 good trade. I'm good. The news came in. This happened. I thought, oh, okay, we just broke this high, so I'm going to keep going up. Moving average, I traded outside my time again. Moving average crossover entered here. Stop loss was just below here. Took the loss. Nice hit. So came back in the night, and this is where I started making some. Yeah, like the account really grew exponentially. I had 2 entries here, so I had this at this level. I was looking at it. Let me go back to the 15, please, because that's like my entry time frame on most parts. So I saw this. It was nice. I had my entry on this candle. After this, two little really Twitter button. Then I had my stop around this week. Then to the entry, we were going. Then I didn't quite like what was going on here. I exited. It was just around here also because we were all at this resistance point. I just want to be like, I don't like the way it's moving at this rate. I need it to be like, if it was above, then I would have held it longer. So I took an exit on this candle because after this closed below the moving average, I exited on the next candle, and then we had this. I was like, what the heck? So I entered here. So I exited these three trades just about here because it went down and started coming back up. So when I saw it close, and this is just another of my trading strategy. So when I saw it broke above this high breakout, which a lot of you should know by now, I took an entry and now I entered heavy on this trade. Now, but from yesterday, like I was up $9, nine, yeah, till 9.10. So I raised basically like the whole profit. This is the 10, and now this is why I risked a whole lot. All right. So number one, I know that Tuesday, Wednesdays are usually like my best days. All right. And then my best days plus when my trading time, like when I look for opportunities, and the market is trending. Okay. Plus it gave me like my entry strategy, which is breakouts. So I risked high. I risked high. I had to. I had to. I mean, if sometimes you go safe, sometimes you go aggressive. You know when to do that. So I risked high. I had two positions opened here on the main account, and if you see it, 0. No, this three now is 0.03. So I had like two of them opened. Then I had another one here, but this was a smaller size. Just gave me a good, if he didn't get there, I just saw that it was just creating this support. It's just creating this support. And then to the entry, to the next entry. At this point, these trades were already in break even, so I still wasn't risking a lot. Took another entry here, then we just held it. We held it to this very high. Then I had my exit here. I had one exit here. I intended, my plan was to hold it above, opening price of the week and down like up to like the initial one of my major TPR. I went to hold it for that long, but it didn't permit me. So the remaining I took a good size here. I think half. Then the rest I placed them just below here, and then I got stopped out on this because I wasn't expecting this much of a retracement. But school was fine. I was happy. I was happy with what happened. And so the very next day, I saw this. It was okay. Yeah, it was midnight. The very next day, Thursday, I saw this. It was just above. Just gave me this. Then went above my figure. Like, oh, okay. When the market is trending, I don't wait till like my entry time because it moves at the beginning of Asian session. This was like pre-Asian session. Like, okay, let's get this. So I had an entry here, and I exited quite early because I was looking at I was looking at this as a level, and I didn't like. I just wasn't sure like it would break past. Or like, okay, it could still come back down, so I might as well close because it wasn't in my time. I wasn't trading in my time, or like maybe you could come back for maybe an opportunity. So let me just close this and wait for an opportunity, and they just kept going. Painful as it was, it just kept going. So we came here close to the news. I saw this. I just I took a couple of messy trades I didn't show here. Then I took these shots. Then I stayed right before the news. This happened, no opportunity to enter. So annoying. Moving on, this was Thursday now. Then Friday, I had I had a buy here. I thought it will respect the support. Buy, and after you close this candle, took me out. No problem. I was like, okay, maybe he wants to like for retracement. So I took a counter trend, took one here. So when it was coming back drastically, I closed it because remember it was still all bullish. Then it did this and gave me this candle that was nice. It wants to drop, so I took a trade again and we took it down to this low. This was like the cycle level. Then that was it. That was like the end of my trade. That was just it. It was just as simple, and I also risked a little bit more on this because I was looking at it and it was like a very nice setup. I didn't plan on trading on Friday, but I saw this and I just couldn't miss it. A nice fifth setup, maybe then 50 below moving average, and it was around my time range. If you check the time, this was 7. So I mean, like, yeah, we took partial here, then we closed the rest just around here. And that was it. So guys, that's how I grew 30 to 108 in 1 week. So next week I'll be dropping a breakdown video. Make sure you watch it. Make sure you like, because nobody's liking these videos. We are growing the channel as much as possible, and watch the breakdown and get ready for the next week. If you want to, I have a community I'm growing. I just started it. Everything is new. Everything is fresh. I post some important information. You could get to, ask questions, and then I reply. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a journey. So join me on my journey, and I'll see you guys in the next video.